So when I first started with the Enable Futures, I was put on a path where I was allowed to choose the placements that I could kind of pick the different careers in the construction industry, and I think that really helped me when choosing the career that I'd wanted to go down. It didn't limit me with just one. I was able to do a couple and kind of sample what they entailed. I think that's one of the main things that drew me to Enable Futures in the first place. I've gained a lot of knowledge in that, and it's helping me in my assistant site manager's role, and it's helped me to become more confident in the role, gain knowledge. I've obviously got first-hand experience, and I've also received from Leeds College of Building the kind of theory side to the site manager's role. I've always felt like doing an apprenticeship is a much better way of learning, or personally for me anyway, because it gives me the opportunity to not only learn in the classroom, but obviously then apply the theory in first-hand experience whilst on site.
So I've really learnt the basics of what procurement is and been able to apply it to the workplace. So the trainers have helped me with the knowledge, and then the WDH have helped me with applying the knowledge. So I think this has developed my interpersonal skills, the way I communicate, my confidence, and makes me feel like I can really push on and move forward and progress through life and my career. I would recommend an apprenticeship. Like I said, it develops your interpersonal skills but also your practical skills, and that could be important for life in general.
Have Enable Future support you during your apprenticeship?
Well, there was meetings and reviews every couple of months, and any issues that needed solving, they would write on to helping me sort them out and making sure that my job was being followed through what I was learning. So yeah, there was that high level of support from them.
And now your apprenticeship's finished, what's the future hold?
More progression in procurement. I'd like to do the next level as well, so moving up in the ladder.
And have you got a role now at WDH?
So yes, at WDH I'm a procurement support assistant now.
So Cian, how do you think an apprenticeship has prepared you for your career?
Well, doing an apprenticeship, you go to college, but then you're also at work as well, full time. So you are actually learning on the job. So when you finish college, you do have quite a few years head start, rather than just going to college that way.
So do you think doing an apprenticeship was giving you skills that will last you for life?
It's giving me skills, but it's also giving me confidence as well in my job.
And what does the future hold for you now you've finished your apprenticeship?
Well, I'm looking to do my level 6, which I should be starting at the end of next month, and then hopefully progress from there to do a master's maybe.
And what's your apprenticeship in?
My current one was site engineering, but I'm going on to do project management.
Would you recommend apprenticeships as a career route?
I would recommend apprenticeship very highly. I think it's the best way to learn a job. I think it's the future really.
Hi, my name is Bradley Marshall. I'm a civil structural engineer at Allen Wood & Partners, and I started my engineering career through an apprenticeship at Enable Futures. I think I knew straight after school, so leaving year 11, that I had a rough idea that I didn't want to go to university full time, especially when I did some work experience as well in a couple of different industries. It gave me a rough idea of what I wanted to do, and then from there I knew no university, what are my options, and thought I'll push for an apprenticeship, so I'll try and equip myself well enough to then line one up. It's given me a lot more experience, the experience I never had, and then the experience I wouldn't have had if I went to university. I see it more and more with the grads now, working closely with them, that I've got the experience rather than the basics behind it, and then they've got the basics around the experience. So I think that really emphasised to me that I made the right choice, that all in all they're a bit older, but they've got the qualifications, but I've got the experience to apply it. I dare say apprenticeship's a little bit longer, but I feel like it's worth it long term. And I think you've got the job security as well. University, you come out with a first or 2-1 and you're not always guaranteed a job. It'll be very hard to find a job with no experience. So I think it puts me in a lot better place. I'm at Allen Woods. I've been here for just over 3 years, virtually 3.5 years, and I'm loving every minute of it. Upon completing my apprenticeship with Enable Futures, Alan Woods gave me the options to then whether I wanted to progress with the HNC, the H&D route, or then a degree. For me, it was a no-brainer. I wanted to do the degree. I'm 2 years in my degree apprenticeship, and I am studying civil engineering at university. So once I graduate, hopefully I'll get a first or a 2-1, touch wood. And then I will also achieve my iEng, so my incorporated engineer, which is part of my course, which then puts me in a very good place to then hopefully get my chartership fairly sharpish once I graduate. My main role is currently it's designing. I've just started to lead a few projects on my own as well. I am running a large modular job where I've got to converse with the client and then other subcontractors, so the architects, the M&E people, the council. I've got to deal with queries for clients a lot now. Now I'm getting to start a lot more independent and running projects on my own. I've got to be that friendly face that the client can speak to, as well as then do the nitty-gritty parts as well. I think my main advice would be don't be shy. I mean, I was really nervous at the start because apprenticeships, they're obviously getting bigger and bigger. It's a growing part of the industry, but I think you've just got to throw yourself in head first. My main advice would be get as much experience as you can, whether it's a week, at half term, or just try everything you can. I mean, before I got this job, I did 3 different work experiences, 2 in the structural engineering industry and 1 in more of a manufacturing industry, and that's what made me want to do this job. So I don't think don't know till you try it, so you've got to just throw yourself in head first and hope for the best, really.